Let's talk about Hiruhiko. Now, he doesn't have the hottest press right now, but all things considered, he is still a fan favorite. Whether that stems from his potential, his prettiness, or your dream of his ship with Chihiro, it really doesn't matter to me. I personally am indifferent when it comes to Hiruhiko as a favorite character. But, when it comes to his place within Kagurabachi, he will play a massive role in the events to come. You can count on it. Hokuzono presented Hiruhiko as Chihiro's nemesis. Where Yura is Chihiro's final objective, Hiruhiko will be Chihiro's running partner along the way. This alone puts Hiruhiko in a category separate from all the other villains. He is a student of freedom after all, and that may extend his role past the Hishaku, meaning he may veer off the path Yura set for him originally. And it's important he chases Chihiro to be that obstacle or the thorn in his side. He also helps with pacing the development, giving in-universe reasons for how or why Chihiro needs to get stronger quickly. I mean, both times Hiruhiko challenged Chihiro, he ended up pushing Chihiro to get stronger as a fighter and as a person. Basically, he is the obstacle that will appear when the story needs it the most. I've always felt like Hiruhiko played the role of Yura's son within the Hishaku organization. His path is much different than Chihiro's though. We now know some of his past, and it isn't a pretty one, which I think this highlights the importance of parental guidance. I mean, we still have a lot to learn about Hiruhiko, to be fair. A lot of this dictates on if the writing continues in the fashion it's going now. Hokuzono may have his own ideas for Hiruhiko that are completely different than this. And that's okay. As they always say, let Hokuzono cook. I digress though. In terms of important as a villain, I would say Hiruhiko is the most important for growing Chihiro as a main character. Now, I'm not including Yura because he is the final goal, the objective for Chihiro, and I'm not including Samura because I don't consider him a villain. Then I would say Sojo. He helped shape Chihiro's perspective of his father and how others view him and his legacy. Of course, he pushed him to elevate his understanding of Enten, but it stops there. Sojo's role is finished in the story. He can no longer actively push Chihiro anymore, but I do want to make this clear. Sojo played his part perfectly. As Zabuza helped shape Naruto's ninja way, Sojo helped shape Chihiro's perspective with a much needed reality check for the emotional journey ahead. This would leave Kiora Sazanami, and again, he played his role beautifully, and I personally think his conclusion was flawless. Hokuzono locked in with Kyora's execution. It's just his role isn't as pivotal to Chihiro's growth as our main character. Now, Hiruhiko checks the boxes that those guys have already checked, but the difference is he made it out of the arc he was introduced in alive. To be fair, he barely made it out alive, but he is nowhere close to being finished. I mean, sure, his win-loss record is ass, I'm not denying that, and shit, the memes are funny. I'll even be real with you and tell you I've called him a bum before. But looking at the story objectively, there's no way you genuinely think he is cooked. Hokuzono has put a lot of care into writing Hiruhiko. He wants readers to be low on him as a character and downplay him. So that way when he reintroduces him into the story, it will shock everyone. That could mean he removes someone from the story upon his return, or he makes a big play to further Yura's goal. Hiruhiko is really gonna f us when he returns. Okay, calm down now. I already can see the comments now. Oh, the bum only has one arm. He lost his other arm again. He lost his sword. No more enchanted blade. No more sorcery. All true. Those are all facts. But we know people can get other arms in the story. So he can get a replacement arm. And the sword, he can get that back. Remember, Kumiyuri is not in a safe spot. The group just has it on them. So they have to be very careful in making their moves as they go into headquarters with the sword. And just in case you forgot, the enchanted blades can be remotely activated if Hiruhiko put his spirit energy in the sword. I think that's very possible that he imbued the sword with his spirit energy, and he could activate the third ability at the last minute. There's a lot that can happen for Hiruhiko to reclaim his spot. I genuinely think a lot of people are sleeping on him and they like to meme him, which I get. But let's just be real and speak objectively about the story. Hiruhiko is presented in a more important light than the other villains. We know that Chihiro also downplays Hiruhiko, and I think that will come back to bite him in the ass. And we also have to look at it as Chihiro needs someone that's going to push him to get stronger so he can eventually beat Yura. Yura is not going to have his final fight with Chihiro until it's time. And the sword bearers are still alive, so there's no other enchanted blade wielders that can stand up to Chihiro right now. Samura is now on his side. Hiruhiko as Chihiro's main opposition is important. One, I think both of their stories are going to intertwine really nicely, and Chihiro will come to understand Hiruhiko eventually. But he will not pity Hiruhiko, he will put him down. Chihiro is very logical in that fashion. And I gotta be honest, even though he isn't my favorite character, I have to say he is one of the more exciting characters to read on panel. The Student of Freedom is just a beautiful theme, especially how it compares to all the other people and their sword styles and their traditions. Considering where Hirohiko came from, his tenacity to want to live, his tenacity to not let anything take him down or kill him, that's his special ability. Just as Chihiro's eyes were special to give him that win, Hirohiko's ability allowed him to make it through alive. Right now he is a wounded beast, but that beast will lick his wounds and come back. He is not finished. Don't sleep on him. Even though his win-loss record is cheeks, and it's really easy to meme him with him crying like the way he was, losing the arms, always getting embarrassed and losing. All that being true, he still has a bunch of fans. He's charismatic, fun, chaotic, something different. And I'm looking forward to seeing his growth and how far he pushes Chihiro. I don't know what he will take from Chihiro, but he will take someone away from Chihiro in my opinion. I mean, Samura is the easy answer, and I think that is plausible. But if he goes a step further, maybe takes out one of the Masumi, Iori, that's the thing with Hirohiko. He's unpredictable and capable. That's a dangerous combination. I just want to make sure that people appreciate Hirohiko for his important role in the story, because I think Chihiro's growth as an individual and a person within the story is one of the highlights. Seeing this young man turn into a grown adult man through trial and adversity is what hits for me. You may love him, you may hate him, hell, you may even meme about him, which is fine, but just make sure you appreciate the writing that is being done right before you, because Hokuzono is cooking. If you think Hirohiko is done, just wait on it. But let's be honest, you Hirohiko fans are gonna have a rough time for a while because he's an easy target. But thanks for staying for the whole video. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm really trying to implant myself in this Kagurabachi community as a fun space for content. So let me know in the comment section below if you have any ideas. I'm open to a bunch of different things. I'm not much of a power scale or anything like that, but if you're really looking for a this person versus this person type of thing, you know, I'll try and give it my shot, but maybe more of a death battle from a narrative view instead of a power scaling view, like how the fallout would affect the story or anything like that. I'm also down for like creative suggestions. I'm going to try and get the Kagurabachi creators together eventually to do an Enchanted Blade talent show where we all come up with our own original Enchanted Blades that have 3 abilities and 1 True Realm extension usage. But be on the lookout for that news later. It's not happening anytime soon, but just wait on it like Hirohiko's comeback. Thanks guys. Remember, stay normie, stay weeb, shit even in between is fine. Until next time, peace.